Hi all, welcome along. In today's video I'm going to fit this 3D printed mount to my Suzuki V-STROM. Now this mount is for the Aoocci C6 series and it basically brings the sat nav device, Apple CarPlay, closer into the bar. I'll take you over to the bike to show you what I mean. This is a bracket here that you get with the Aoocci C6, and this is the updated bracket compared to what they had before. Before they had a bigger mount, you know, the RAM mounts, and this is the updated one, so it does bring the device closer into the bar, but it's still too far out for my liking. Plus when you're on the bike as well, you can still see the bottom of the bracket there. So the idea is to get the unit as close to this bar as I can. So a little backstory with the mount. I seen a mount similar to this on the Facebook groups and on YouTube. There was a chap advertising on Facebook in the forums, and he was saying that he can do the 3D mounted prints for the Aoocci C6. So that led me to his YouTube channel, watched a few of his videos, seen the video of him talking about this, and after that I thought, yep, I'm going to go for that. So filled out the links in his description, you know, his Google forms to make payment and give him the details and what have you. Commented on his video, paid for the mount, and I never heard anything for about 2 or 3 days. Not even an acknowledgement to say that thanks for your order, it'll be in the post such and such a day or whatever, or I'm going to be running out of batch and what have you. But no, bugger all, nothing, nada. So after about 2 or 3 days, I put a comment on his YouTube channel, and that way he would definitely see it, and asked him if he'd received my order, you know. And then I think it was the following day, I got a message in the PayPal app, which is what I use to pay for the mount, saying, yep, received your order, and I've got a batch printed out and it'll be in the post tonight. That was on the 19th of July. A week went past, heard nothing. 2 weeks went past, nothing. 3 weeks went past, nothing. So after about 2.5 weeks, nearly 3 weeks, I sent him another message on PayPal. I sent him 2 or 3 messages on PayPal actually. Nah, never heard a thing back from him, you know. So anyway, I started hitting his YouTube page and asking him in the comments what's going on. Now there's other people, or there's at least one other person that I know of that placed an order and hasn't received anything. There could be others, you know. So anyway, I scrapped that idea with him. I went on eBay and ran a search and quickly found this, and this mount here on eBay, it was advertised for the Aoocci C6, but the 22mm hole. So I emailed the chap and asked him if he does the same mount but with the 12mm hole for the bracket that would suit my bike, and within an hour the gentleman replied saying, yep, Sean, I can do you a 12mm 3D mount, not a problem. So I paid for it there and then. This was the Thursday afternoon. Paid for it there and then, and within 2 hours maximum, I got an email back from the guy saying, that's your mount printed, it's in the post, and you should receive it in 3 to 4 days. This was the Thursday evening. Saturday morning, knock at the door, postie hands me the parcel, and that's the mount there. So this guy can do it in 2 days, and the other guy can't do it at all, or he's happy to take the money and hope that you don't ask for it back. As it turned out anyway, I did get a refund from the previous seller, and this is what I've got now. So that's the backstory as to why I went for this mount. I'll leave all the links in the description for this mount. Like I say, it looks top quality, it really does, you know, and the guy was really detailed in his emails back and forward about his product, and he does have great pride in it, you know. So let's get the old mount off, and let's get that one fitted. Right, first things first, I will have to get the screen off, obviously, to get to the bracket there. So I'll quickly whip this off. Right, there we go, that's the screen off. So we'll just stick that to the side. And next I want to undo the mount from the unit itself. So that was the security one for that. Right, I'll just set that to the side for the moment, and we'll get this bit off. Now I've got a little bit of rubber around this, as well as a couple of spacers, but I don't think I'll need any rubber for that 3D printed bracket. There we go. Right, that's that off, and that's a little spacers that I used for it. The smallest that you get is 16mm with the Aoocci, and that's a 12mm bar. So I've had to put a bit of tape and rubber around that, just so that could get a bite. But yeah, that's that anyway. Now what I think I'll do is I'll fit the mount to the bar, and then I'll fit the Aoocci to the mount. So I'll just get this started. That's that one started, that's took a bite. And that's that one got a bite. Right, now what I'll do is I'll get the Aoocci mounted to that. Now the gentleman also provided these little they're like little shock absorbers. They're soft and squidgy, so they will have a bit of a cushioning effect on it, and there's little holes in it as well, which fit over the holes, or the little bits that stick out on the back of the machine, the little standoff things. So these little standoffs, they are squidgy, not too squidgy, but they're squidgy, so that you can absorb some of the shock, and again that'll fit right on there like so. So what I'll do is I'll grab one of the original mount, the original screws, push that through, and we'll get it started like so. There's my Allen key. Oh, that's solid, that's absolutely solid. That's going nowhere. How does it look from there? Perfect. And it's straight. Right, let's have a look at it from on the bike. I've put a couple of little cable ties on here just to tidy this up, so so you won't really see any wires coming out of it, just the one there. Originally obviously there was 4 wires coming out of this, but I've wrapped them in some black tape just to help make it less obvious and more discreet. But as you can see there, that angle there, that is a lot better than the OEM one. Much closer to the bar, and it looks a lot neater and tidier. So because I've got extra room here, it's easier to get to the power supply. And if I can get this light sorted, there's the power supply there, and this is the other half that will go into that goes into the bike's wiring loom. And because it's nice and low, it'll allow me to hook it up to the power bank to test it. So let's get it plugged into the power bank, and then that will boot up with the BMC logo, and in about 40 seconds it should kick into the CarPlay screen. Well, that's it kicked into the Apple CarPlay screen, and I've just threw a map up, and yeah, that viewing angle looks absolutely perfect. So I don't think that'll need adjusted, so I'll get the screen back on it. That's the Aoocci C6 Pro mounted onto the bar with the updated 3D printed mount, and I must say I'm absolutely delighted with that. I really am. I mean, look at how close the unit is to the bike now, and it more or less looks part of the bike, you know, rather than sticking out forward, you know. So yeah, I am absolutely delighted with that. It looks neat and tidy, and there's no bits of metal sticking up or down. It just looks like it's supposed to be there. It really does. So an absolute credit to the chap that's providing these 3D mounts, 3D printed mounts, and I'll leave a link in the description to where you can buy them. Now, I am not affiliated in any way with this guy that makes these mounts, so I don't earn any money out of that at all, and like I say, I bought that with my own money, and this is me just giving an open, honest review on it, and how good the guy's product is. So if you want to get yourself one of these mounts, I'll leave the link in the description, and check it out for yourself. Get in touch with the boy, and I'm sure he'll be able to sort you out with one. So if you've made it this far, guys, thanks for watching. If you've liked the video, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, why not think about subscribing for more motorcycle content. Bye for now.